One mistake in 900 years.
Testing, testing. Test, test. All right, cool. We got about 1 minute. Test, test. All right, cool. All right, 1 more minute and it'll be 10. And it is 10. Cool, we're ready to start. What up, guys? Cash Vault back today with another live stream. And on this live stream tonight, I'm going to be doing an unboxing reaction and review video of the new purchase product that I got online. It is an Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith lightsaber. Combat compatible, heavy dueling with good blade polycarbonate material, and great replica hilt for attaching to a belt for good cosplay. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. Now, my first reaction was when I looked at this thing, I was like, considering on how, you know, not very wide that this box is. I mean, it's so light too. I can almost, I can carry the whole thing by one hand. So then that tells me, okay, it may not be like full length or, weighted real kind of material, but I was very surprised by the hilt itself. Um, so yes, I did have to peek a little bit. Um, but I felt the bag that the hilt was in, but I didn't take a look at it yet. That had some good weight to it. Blade was super light. It's amazing the products they can make today compared to a long time ago. They make them so much lighter now and more compact. So, of course, this came in the Amazon shipping box, so I just took it off and now it says I don't know if you guys can see that backwards, but it says custom saber toys. I just took the Amazon box off, and this is the product box itself. So let's open it. Let me just tilt the camera down a little bit so maybe you guys can see that better. Okay. So let's open this baby up. I want to try and be careful because I don't want to rip. I want to try and be careful because I don't want to rip this box or its edge pieces because what if something does happen to it under the 1 year warranty it has, and if I had to ship it back and get a new, better replacement? So let's uh open it up really good. And that's just a little bit. Wow, okay. We already got here our product instructions that says, "May the force be with you." So here's the manual. We can take a look at that pretty soon. You have your um, USB Type C um, charging port to charge the lightsaber up. No changeable batteries anymore. It already has a rechargeable big it's one of those like those nine similar to those 9 volt square shaped batteries, except this is one of those TRS, I think they're called TRS or TS batteries, but they're the rechargeable ones. You keep the big battery in there, and then you just plug this in the charge port inside the hilt. So we have that, and it comes with your screws. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are little screws in there, and it has your L wrench or Allen wrench to screw in the screws to secure the blade, or to loosen and take the blade out, but you don't want to lose the screws because if you do, well, then you're in trouble. So for now, I think we could just let's open up the screws bag so that we can have our screws and our Allen wrench accessible to us when we're ready to use it. Very little Ziploc. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, look how small that Allen wrench is. And I don't know how many screws it says to do, but I think there's only just one screw that you need to screw inside of the main hole, but it gives, but if that's the case, then the second screw is a spare in case you lose it. Um, yeah. So now we can take the covers out, or you know what? Let's take this out first. See, yeah, here's the blade. Polycarbonate, heavy material, good for heavy clashing, heavy dueling, really rough material. You can like use it like a baseball bat and whack it against like a tree stump like quite a few over good 60 times before it shows signs of bendage or damage. You can also get replacement polycarbonate stunt saber blades for this type of lightsaber from the company. You can get more of these changeable in the future if your blades start to wear out. So you would not have to keep being stuck on buying a whole new expensive lightsaber. These blades might only cost you less than 50 or 60 bucks, much cheaper than the hilt itself. So we can so this is the part that you insert into the hilt hole. This whole magnetic metal material is what the battery metal sensors inside sit on so that it knows what light to ignite in the thing, and it's all LEDs in here. It's not RG, it's not RBG base. It's not just a big light that's so bright and just shines up and hopefully it's bright enough. And then the tip is a little reflective. It's a nice triangular tip, just like you see in the movies. It's not all round or square like or like it was cut off and hollow and weird looking. It's nice and accurate. And that's really secured in there. It's like a tightened huge screw cap. So once this thing sits in the hilt, the base light gives it what light to light it, and then it reflects on all the LED strip bulbs inside there. So we'll look forward to that when we come to lighten it. And now, of course, the last thing you get now is just styrofoam and empty box. The moment you've all been waiting for, the hilt is in this box. It's pretty light. Um, I can see through the bag. Yeah. It's not as thick as you think it is. It's nice and skinny, very movie-like accurate. Voila. I mean, look how beautiful that shine and that design is. Right? Youngling Slayer 9000. Oh God, I just had to put that joke in there. I had to put that joke in there. I built up the camera. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the hilt, this comes with one thing I do notice on this hilt already is that here is where you insert the blade. If you look way in there, you can see at the bottom there's a little ring of LED bulbs. That's where the base light shines, sending the blade what color to ignite it. So I thought that there was an app that you can download of this lightsaber and connect it to the thing via wireless Bluetooth to like, do more controls and settings like colors and sound fonts and stuff like that. But apparently no. It's all powered by the Saber control button. You have to hold it down for certain seconds or do some certain gestures, and then release, and then keep on clicking on stuff to skim through the sound fonts and the colors until it's customs to the way that you want it. In this gold bar, there's the button. It's indicated with a little gold circle. Now, what I have noticed, this thing slides. The gold bar on the control, on the button panel slides. So you got to make sure that it doesn't slide completely out when you're using this thing because it can fall out. And that's the button right there. So being careful with that, you want to put it right back in how it was and make sure that it just stays in there. Um, it's got the loop right, the black loop right here, so you can clip it to your lightsaber belt clip to wear for cosplay, which I think this is going to look very sick when I go to the Comic-Con Expo San Francisco this coming Saturday and meet Hayden Christensen. I cannot wait to meet Anakin Skywalker. But anyways, yes, my thoughts are, wow, I am very happy with this. I cannot wait to turn this on and put the blade in, put in the screws, and then see what it can do. I'm not expecting this to be like fully charged because usually they never are when they send it in the box. They send it partially charged and they leave it up to you after you open it to charge it up completely. Then I figure when it's fully charged after I charge it, the blade's light may be brighter and more film looking accurate. I can't expect it to be perfect right off the bat. So, um, or there's also, you see the copper or the gold like designed buttons here. This doesn't do anything. That's just for design. This here feels like you just push in, you feel, you hear and you feel a click, like something's supposed to go on, but that's just for show. They said in the manual that it doesn't do anything. Um, I looked at this manual online about the product, but I haven't read this by hardcover yet. Yep, it is super shiny. I still cannot believe that Anakin Skywalker's character slayed a whole bunch of younglings with this beautiful looking saber. Oh, that's just one thing that people cannot let go about Anakin. Oh, but anyways, um, there's also the cap here, um, that you can unscrew from the bottom, but I would not recommend this because there's nothing inside on the bottom to actually pull out. That's not the battery chamber. They don't do that through the speaker thing anymore. What's inside is just the round speaker bud. But this thing, the cap, makes the sound come out much louder and clearer. But there are also ways to also control the volume on this thing or have it ignite blade and like blade visual only without audio. So it's muted. I mean, that is kind of cool if you don't want any sound, you just want the look. Um, but the way to charge it, you actually unscrew um here where the black grip bars are. You just unscrew that normally, lefty loosey, and then you pull it out. There's your piece. And now here is the rechargeable battery. This is what they call those 3.7 volts. It's It's got some nice weird serial number to it because this battery was obviously manufactured and made in China. Shout out to China for that. Um, but you can also see on the other side, there's the opening where you see the wiring. There's just black wires and red wires. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's just showing you that it's in there. And right in the bottom there is this little speaker bud. The sound comes right out of there and echoes really great on the bottom cap once it's put on. So, where to charge the Saber? You'll see the big rechargeable blue battery. You don't take that out, just leave it in. The C port is right here below it. So, for example, when you're ready to plug it into the charger, let me take the twist ties off the cable. So the cable that comes in the box that you're given is a USB Type C. All you gotta do is just find the battery, find the C port, and then all you gotta do is just, well, plug it in. And then plug this into a wall thing adapter or in your computer by via USB or USB to outlet, plug it into the plug, and then it should be charging. And then it takes only about it takes about 3 or 4 hours to fully charge, but it has a direction, it has a one designated page of direction of charging directions. So there's installation instructions about how to put in the blade and the screws, charging port location, like what I just told you. You take off the bottom piece and then you find the USB-C port. And then there's button operation, like the way you hold the button, because you sometimes have to hold the button for a certain amount of seconds, different number of seconds per what mode that you're doing. Or you can do a turn the handle show, which is really awesome because pretend I'm holding the whole saber, okay? Um you can do like they do in the movies. Sometimes the characters do this with their sabers and then it ignites right away. Or they twist it a certain way or give it a shake and a twist and then it deactivates the blade and they're just ready to put it away. Um So that's pretty cool. Motion on and off. I really like it. They say turn the handle clockwise and then turn it back for turning on. And then turn the handle counterclockwise and then turn it back to turn it off. That's really awesome. Um, and it also has a whole entire page right here that's kind of like a little code or timetable about certain things like operable after power off. And it has small writing. So for those of you who have trouble reading or have trouble reading small text, you may need glasses for this. But I'll give this a little good read. Operable after power off, meaning when the button and blade are not lit. You can change the volume and mute. So you pretty much have to hold the button and quick twist the handle clockwise and then back. So pretend this is going clockwise. You're twisting it right and then flick it back left. It's a lot of motion and holding down button combinations to actually control this thing, which I'm not really a big fan of because sometimes it doesn't always work right. And I'm like, did I do it right? Did I do it right? I'm only worried that that might happen. This is why I wish that it came with a Bluetooth connectable feature in the hilt to connect to a downloadable free app in the App Store or the Google Play Store or for your smartphone. Um, so changing volume and mute. Hold the button and quick twist the handle clockwise and then back. The order can be adjusted by pointing the blade tip up or down. Then release the button to lock that volume into the setting. And there's a section called operable in standby state, meaning button light ring is on, but the blade is off. The button light ring. I may have to look more into that. So it says button light ring is on. Oh, I see. So when you turn it on and you hear it turn on, you push the button to ignite it on, but the blade light is off. That's standby state. This is the part where you can change your sound fonts. What kind of sound fonts do you want coming out as you twirl your saber? It's ignition's like hum sound or whatever it is. You hold the button and quick twist the handle clockwise and then back. Um, while you're in the operable in standby mode after you do it for that. And then the order can be adjusted by pointing the blade tip up or down like before, then release the button to lock that sound in place to the sound font of your liking, or to keep changing it over time, whichever suitable for you. So that's nice. This saber doesn't have just one programmed sound to it. It has all kinds. It has like maybe Anakin's font. Um, online said too from other reviewers, I've seen their videos of this saber. It does like Anakin Skywalker's, like, even some sound effects from his Padawan saber, the Tusken Slayer 8000 from Attack of the Clones. It has like those sound effects to it. It has the sound effects of his Revenge of the Sith, which is what it's programmed for. And it even has the sounds of the dark saber that the Mandalorian leader carries. It's got fonts from Sith blades. Same with colors. You can change it to like any color as you twist the handle as it's horizontally, and then you'll see the color change. And then once you find the color to your liking, you click the button right there to lock that color in place, and then that color is what you will have every time you ignite it, until you change it again. So it's very awesome. I can't wait to start playing with this. But not tonight. It is too late, and then I have to get up early for work. So, what else does this also say? So back when it's operable in the standby state, when um not just changing sound fonts, but you can also change the music, BGM, like background music. Yes, guys, this speaker on this powerful little speaker in there on the hilt can even play background ambiance music from the soundtracks of the whole Star Wars franchise as the sound effects are going on this thing. So it's like you're really living in the movie while you're battling with your friends or stuff like that. I mean, it's so awesome. So for that, when it's in the standby state, you hold the button and quick twist the handle counterclockwise and then back. When you're going clockwise and then back, that is for changing the sound font. To change the music, you do it the other way. So you hold the button and you quick twist the handle counterclockwise and then back again. And then you should hear like a click or hear a different tune being selected. It's like track seek, if you will. The order can be adjusted by pointing the blade tip up or down once again, and then release the button to lock that music track every time you want to play the music. Um, and then finally, there is operable after blade lighting up. So this is where you can change your color of your blade. It's very amazing because it says um, while it's operable after the blade lighting up, You can hold the button and twist the handle clockwise and then back. The order can be adjusted once again by pointing the blade tip up or down, then release the button to lock that color in place. And then that's the color that you chose at that point to keep igniting every time you turn it on and off. So, and we also have FOC. I never knew what that standing for, but FOC means flash on clash. It means that it will flash light and sound. It will flash light and have a flash sound come out of the speaker when Saber hits a certain target. So that means like part of the blade, because remember how Jedi usually when they're deflecting like, blaster bolts, um, where the bolt hits the blade, it kind of shines a little bright for a brief, quick millisecond as like white flash over the color of their blade. So that's what they mean by flash on clash. And there's even a mode where you can keep that white flash in that area um going on as like pretending like sabers are really clashing together like in battle. So obviously when you want that to happen and make it look realistic, both opponents will have to turn on their flash or clash modes quickly on their controls and do their gesture, and then when the saber blades hit each other, they find the flash on clash on the blade on their blades, and then they have to get the blades within that, making it look like the clash is really real. Because if the clash flash is happening here and their blades are down there, well then it's gonna look fake. So yeah, that's that. Um, and then there's also lockup. That's the clash. That's the flash on clash locking that I told you about when blades are clashing and are still causing friction on each other. That's called lockup. So you hold the button and clash the hilt against something. So you can you can take the hilt and then hold it on something as you're holding the power button. And as long as your blade is on that, the flash clash will continue unlimitedly. And then when you let go, it will stop, and that's when you let go of the power button. Otherwise, your saber may turn off. So, I mean, this is looking incredible already. I can't be any happier with this blade. And the last thing that this section says is there's the drag effect. Um, and this is very unique. This makes the illusion and the visual trick to have the tip of the blade. Um, so you see the tip of the blade. The tip part of the blade and this upper part flash kind of like a lava or flame or magma-ish kind of color, while the rest of the blade stays its color, giving the illusion that you are dragging this along your wall, or like you're trying to make a cut through the wall, like what Qui-Gon did in the beginning of The Phantom Menace when he was trying to open the blast doors. So it kind of looks like that, but only on the tip. You can't have it go in the middle because, well, you can't just penetrate it right through a wall. So that's the drag effect. So to have that happen, you just gotta strike the handle with the blade tip down while holding the button. And what I mean by the button is just the only one button on the gold bar. So absolutely amazing. And so that's pretty much how the controls and operations work. And then it gives you just one section of like troubleshooting, like frequently asked questions of what to do, like if your lightsaber's not working or what are you doing wrong. Like the four common questions. Saber still doesn't start after. So, what to do if Saber still doesn't start after charging? It tells you a little brief description of what to do, step-by-step directions that you can try. And two, saber stops working suddenly, um, or saber is hot near the emitter. So you also want to keep an eye on making sure you don't overcharge this thing, and also be wary that when you're holding it, by the emitter or the button, if you feel any overheating, then you should probably stop operation on this thing immediately. Um, and then four, it tells you about warranty service. And you can also contact the seller and it gives its information. Um, so the Saber's still not starting after charging. It just says remove the battery and check the battery contact plates to ensure that they are making contact. Gently bend them out if they are not making contact. Reinsert the battery and turn on the Saber if there is no response. Charge again. If possible, use an external charger, meaning put the USB part into a plug wall adapter and then plug it by the wall, not by your computer, because it may not be powerful enough and it may heat up it may kind of heat up both the hilt and cause like a short circuit on your computer, and you don't want that. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all here, and it just does the last fourth thing on this page I forgot to mention before was button operation. Power on, it tells you how to do like power on, light up the blade, turn off the blade, and then power off. And then it will automatically shut down if there is no operation within 60 seconds or a minute. Um, so that means you will actually hear it say power on, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Turn it on and do whatever. And then after a minute or so of no activity, it will actually state power off, and then it's completely off until you click the button again. So then the motion gestures wouldn't work trying to turn it on unless you hit the button saying power on first, and then you can do the motion to turn it on. So awesome. Yes. So for now, I'm going to take this out of the charging port and I am going to put this thing back together. So when you're done charging it, you just take the grip thing, twist it righty-tighty, and then twist it right really good, but not so hard because you would want to be able to open it easily again. So now let's try putting in the saber blade. So, yep. You don't push it all the way down by force. You just let it kind of slide in because it'll make contact flat on a flat surface in there with the lights. It doesn't go into a groove and it doesn't twist in to lock in like the Disney sabers, which I kind of think is better because, well, let's face it, Disney is a little bit cheap. They don't even make their lightsabers, combat capable, but you do get what you pay for. So the little hole is going to be right there. You see right above the orange design here? That's what it looks like. There's the little flap. And then in that hole is where you put in the little screw. So it looks like you only need one screw. Save the other screw as a spare in case you lose it. And then by going straight, you get your Allen wrench and you righty-tighty it in until it's all the way in. Okay, I feel it. It's going in. There is some resistance. You don't want to do it too tight either because you don't want to really pierce a hole in the blade because the screw goes in and it's tugging up against the blade and the other blade is tugging up against the wall of the hilt inside on the other side. So I think that's about good enough. That's quite a bit of resistance. So yeah, this feels awesome. So in full length, kind of looks like that. I was expecting it to not be full blade length, but It is awesome. So I'm gonna try to power it on. So press and hold, I believe.
Power on.
Did you hear that? It said power on. Now we can turn it on. Oh dear. Well, that's the right length, all right. So you hear the sound? It's coming loud right from under there. And then hold it for 4 seconds, release, and that turns it off. I don't know why it was not lighting. Maybe it wasn't all the way in the maybe it wasn't all the way in just right. There we go. Maybe it was in too tight. Hmm. But I mean, look how bright that is. I mean, that is awesome. Now, of course, it comes out much brighter on the camera. On the camera, it looks awesome, but when it's really in front of you, it's bright and blue and great and everything, but it's not perfect. Let's try some um, oh, I think I just changed it to green. Does green come up on that thing? I don't think so. Probably because of the camera lens. I don't think some colors come up right on the camera, but right now that's green. Um, and the blade color, the blade wasn't probably coming on right away because once again, like I said, I don't expect it to be perfect right off the bat turning it on. I think I may need to actually put the C charger in it and charge it for a little while. But after I charge it for a while, I'll give you guys a little comment next time on how it turned out. So if I can just hold the button again, turn it counterclockwise, and then flick it back. Oh, now that's red. That's red. I never thought I would ever see the day where I could see red on Anakin's Revenge of the Sith lightsaber. How amazing. I wonder how bright it looks like if I turn the light off. That is bright. How awesome. Awesome. And if I just tap the button, that's blaster deflect. And you'll have flash clash. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Flash on clash. Pretend that my hand is another saber blade, and it looks like that over the color. And then release the release the button when you're holding it to take it out of flash on clash. Let's change it to more colors. Oh, you get magenta, violet, or purple. I don't think it comes up on the camera. I know it looks like it's white, but it really is supposed to be violet or purple. Let's try a different color. There. That's like Arctic white. And that's a bright one. That's kind of like Ahsoka Tano's color from the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus. How amazing. Amazing. And then there's yellow. Again, it's showing up as white on the camera, and I don't know why. And then it goes back to blue. I think I prefer blue for this guy. Don't you guys agree? And now if I can just read, let's see if I do the other way. That's going through the colors again. That's yellow. That's green. And there's blue. Before I had a nice turquoise. That was white. This one's kind of more like cyan or light blue, like Luke Skywalker, Skywalker's A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back kind of blue. It's kind of like this one. It may come up as like Guardian rich navy blue, like in the prequel trilogies on the camera right now. But right now it's light blue, like the first lightsaber you see in the whole franchise. Yeah, I love the blue light, man. It's amazing. I really feel it looks like on the visual screen that I can slice through and kill something or somebody with this. My God, it looks creepily insane. But actually not in a creepy way, in a cool way. Let's go through the colors again. There was purple. I don't know if you guys could have quickly saw that on the camera as it came on, but you can look in my background, see on my wall over there, it's reflecting purple. So this is purple. I don't know why the camera's not picking it up, but I think it's just maybe infrared or something. What happens if I turn the light on? Oh, there. You can see the purple better. It's better with the light on, I guess. So there's purple. There's like, it's like magenta, pink, purple. Let's go through more colors. So again, more deflector bolts. And then flash on clash. There it is. There it is. I sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger. But you don't use them. Yeah. And then release the button to take flash on clash off. So that's purple. There's white. There's the Arctic, like ice white, like Ahsoka Tano's two blades. There's the turquoise, light blue or cyan, aqua, like Luke Skywalker Padawan kind of blue, or like Ben Kenobi blue from the original trilogy. And there's yellow still not showing up. This is supposed to be like Jedi Temple Night Guard, kind of like yellow color. Oh, that just shifts to another shade. That's green. I don't know if you guys can see that wall, but it's kind of green. Theirs is like yellow. And then back to, yep, there's Guardian blue. So, yep, wheel it in. Breathe it, take it in. That's like incredible. Even reflects good too off the tip. I mean, doesn't that look just like in the movies? It's not a weird looking round, cut off looking bulb edge. Blue is definitely good with the hilt. George Lucas and his Sabers Creations team, they sure picked a good choice for Chosen One's blade. That is. That was green. There's red. Okay, enough about colors. Operable in standby mode. Okay, changing colors, flash on flash. Drag effect. Strike the handle with the blade tip down while holding the button. Okay, so if I just tilt the blade down, hold the power button, and if I drag the tip, strike the handle with the strike. So drag effect. Strike the handle with the blade tip down. Strike the blade tip while holding down the button. I just turned it off. So that's what it looks like when it's ignited. There it is. There it is. I had to give it a harder whack. But you hear the sound? And there's what the tip looks like you're dragging it. Release. That's incredible. Incredible. Let's see. It will flash light and then sound will saber will hit. Let's see about changing sound fonts. Hold the button and quick twist the handle clockwise and then back. Operable in standby mode. Blade has to be off. Button ring is on. The button light ring is on. The blade has to be off. So that's where you can change your sound fonts and change the music. So that has to be in standby mode. So hold the button and quick twist. So hold the button and quick twist the handle clockwise and back. So no. Let me go back to the blue color. I want to see how it looks when you ignite it. When you deignite it. So deactivate. It's awesome. Ignite it again as blue. Nice. Sometime I'll figure out how to change the sound font. I don't think I have enough time on this live stream to do that. I could go on longer, but I really don't want to. I gotta get to bed. So let's turn this off for now. And then I will give it a good charging. I'm going to take the blade out, put it in a safe cover. It doesn't come with one, but I'm probably going to put it back in the box for now. And I'm just going to charge the hilt sometime tomorrow for a couple hours whenever I get a chance to after work. So thank you guys so much for coming and seeing my unboxing and walkthrough and review of my saber. Also, guys, please press that like button if you like this lightsaber. if you guys want, I will probably see if I can put down in the comments section after this live is done. Go into my lives playlist on my channel and find this archived when this live is complete. And then try to find in the comments. I'll see if I can post a link in there where you guys can get this for sale right now. And I don't know if you just heard, but it's been about 60 seconds since I turned it off. So you will hear it say power off. And then it's done. You cannot do the motion gestures to turn it on or off. So then it will be good to go once the blade is out to wear for cosplay. So amazing. Amazing. So anyway, I'll leave a link down in the comments section after this live. That'll lead to the Amazon page where I bought this, of the result. And I think right now there's an exclusive promotion going on, so it's got quite a few good bunch of bucks off of its original price. It's originally at like I think $210, so you know that's pretty pricey for a pixel lightsaber. Which is what this is. This type of lightsaber and its blade is a pixel lightsaber, so those can normally be very expensive in the 200 or more ranges. Um, but right now there's an exclusive promotion going on, and with Black Friday sale that it has right now, 15 or 20% off. So I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to think of going to Amazon and buying this right now. Right now is the time. This is by um let me just find it on here. Um Once again, this is by it's in the title. So this is the Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith Combat and Replica Lightsaber by the company BSTSABER. That's the result you would find on the Amazon page of where to find and buy it. So, thank you guys once again for coming, and I will see you guys on the next one. Please keep an eye out tomorrow too sometime for my next video that'll be uploaded of my audio and picture visual that I made um of the Disneyland California It's a Small World holiday Taj Mahal the Taj Mahal session room of the ride that has a wonderful audio soundtrack to it. It's blended with Christmas Carol, of course, and the original Small World theme. If you guys love Disneyland, if you guys love Christmas time, especially there, this will be a video for you that's coming up after this one. So again, it is late. My brain is kind of shutting off. Caffeine-free Diet Coke, because I don't want to stay up all night. Okay, guys. Thank you again so much. Thank you, Scott Applier, for coming. I will see you guys on the next one. Cash out.